Morning, lovelies. Sophia here from the Prenatal Snug. Now, one of the things I've been talking about with some of my lovely, lovely mums in the Prenatal Snug this week is it naive to think that you can influence your birth space? So if you're watching live, feel free to drop me a little thumbs up or heart down below so that I know that you can see. And if you're watching the replay, hello, you're so welcome. Let me know what you think underneath in the comment section. So is it naive to believe that you can control your birth? In a way, yes, naive to believe that you can control your birth, but is it naive to think that you can influence your birth, that you can firmly stack the odds in your favour of a better birth? What do you think? I would love to know. I'd love to know what you think. So please drop your messages down below and let me know. So here's what I think, both from experience of working with mums over the years and from everything that I see all around me right now, is it is impossible to not influence your life, to not influence the situation you're in. Every time that you are just in an environment, you are influencing that environment by how you are. So think right now, if I'd come in here and I was speaking to you from the boiler room outside where all the pipes, all the chemicals are, there would be an influence on how you felt. If I was talking to you from a busy, noisy street, there was people tooting, there was folk behind me punching each other or swearing and drinking, that would be a completely different environment. Why do you think when we go to a concert, when we go to a performance, there is a big performance all around? Because it influences how you feel. You don't walk into your most amazing concert that you're so excited to see and find that they're playing quiet music and they're handing out, something really, really delicate, like some kind of little canopy. That's not what's happening at these concerts. They're rough, they're ready, they're exciting, the music's pumping, the bass is coming through the floor, there's street food, there's all like stuff that's exciting. It's a whole kind of sensory experience. You can smell the food from the streetcars, you can smell that pizza, you can smell the noodles, you can smell the beer, you can taste it at the same time, you can see all the stuff that is going around. So those things change your state. Now, when we talk about state, we mean your emotional state, your physiological state, your physical state. And your state is influenced and changed by whatever is around you. It's why you walk in, you know that you can cut the atmosphere with a knife when you walk into that environment. It just doesn't feel good. And another environment you walk into and you go, oh, it's so welcoming. There's just so much love. It feels amazing. Everybody walks in through our front door and goes, oh, it's just so relaxing in here. And that's because we fill the house with lovely music, with lovely plants, with just lovely feelings, with yoga, with relaxation, with books, with everything that makes us feel relaxed. And because we are relaxed, it helps other people to feel relaxed. And likewise, when we're on stressful work meetings or having a bit of a freak out about something else, it doesn't feel so relaxed. And it's exactly the same. So why on earth would we think that we cannot influence birth in some way? Of course you can. Think of the difference in an atmosphere between walking into a funeral and walking into your friend's wedding. They are two completely different things. You walk into a shop at 5:15, you know they're closing at 5 o'clock. There's a very different feel to when you pitch up there at 5 to 10 and they're opening at 10 and they're like, morning! They can't wait to see you and welcome you in there. And it is exactly the same. So how do we influence birth? We influence our birth by the way that we're thinking. And if you think that's not possible, where do you get this idea from of, I don't think that person likes me, I don't think that person gets me, or I can't wait to see that person? Your energy introduces you before you say a word. How you think, how you feel on the inside lets everybody on the outside know how you were thinking, how you were feeling. They might not be able to articulate it, but they can certainly sense it and they can certainly feel it. And so how do we change our birthing environment for the better? How do we influence it? Well, all of those things I've shared with you might feel just a little bit superficial, but let's be realistic. If you walk into your birthing room and you're shouting and you're annoyed and you're upset and you're frustrated and everything is grrr, do you think the midwives want to come rushing to help you? Of course they will, because it's their job, but they will feel also, oh, they know they have something bigger to tackle. What happens when you can also Control how you feel on the inside when you are so calm and relaxed that everybody else around you is also calm and relaxed, and therefore more able to perform at their very best and help you to have the best possible birth experience. So, how do we influence how you feel? At a really basic level, if you are fearful of giving birth, if you are petrified, you are scared, all of those things create tension in your body. When you have tension in your body, it is harder for your body to have effective, fully functional contractions or surges, as we call them in hypnobirthing. So yes, you will still have them, but they won't be as effective. You'll need more of them. You will tire more quickly. Your body will be in greater discomfort, more pain, and your labour can take longer, increasing your chances of needing some kind of intervention. And of course, also leading to you not having such a pleasant experience. Women have had orgasmic births, amazing births, ecstatic births, enjoyable births. I have had women say to me after birth that they feel a bit sad that they cannot give birth again the next day because that experience has already happened. How amazing would it be if that was also you? So how do we create a better birth experience? I'm going to be talking about all of this in the free workshop that I'm running tomorrow night, which is Thursday, May the 13th at 7 o'clock. We're going to cover loads and loads of different things, and some of these things include what a contraction is and how to feel less pain. Because when you know how to work with your body to turn up the dial on the comfort and turn down the dial on the pain, you are going to feel so much more prepared, so much more confident about giving birth. Why fear is the number one enemy in the birthing space and what to do about it. Giving you a little bit of a spoiler there already, but we'll be talking about that tomorrow night too. 3 things you need to know now to set yourself up for a calm and confident birth. Now, I cannot promise you the best ever birth, but I can promise you I will give you everything I know about how to have the best possible birth, and what you do with it then is up to you. It is possible. This month in the Snug, we have had 6 mums give birth to their babies, and all of them have been the births that they've wanted. They've been described as amazing, their perfect birth, their dream birth, and if it's possible for them, it is possible for you. There's a formula that you need to follow. There's a method that you need to do everything you can, and the best thing about it is it's all really enjoyable and really relaxing. There is no stress doing any of this stuff. What you can do to help avoid debilitating, would help if I could say it. What you can do to help avoid debilitating pelvic girdle pain. We don't want you hobbling around on crutches. We don't want you feeling that pain in your hips all of the time. There's plenty that you can do to help avoid that and to help strengthen your core and your muscles round about so you're not experiencing that so much, and stabilizing the pelvis. We'll talk about that tomorrow. What you can do between now and going into labour to stack the odds firmly in your favour of a better birth. There's plenty of things that actually don't take any extra time whatsoever. It's just a little switch in your mind and how you think. I'll be sharing that tomorrow. Gentle and safe yoga movement suitable for all trimesters. These help you to build strength, stamina, body awareness, and of course to tune into your breath. Your breath is the bridge between body and mind, and you want to be able to use it when it comes to going into labour and giving birth. An opportunity to ask me questions or share if you want to. There's no obligation. I love to hear where your thinking's at. I love to be able to help you to get rid of some of those fear ones that are freaking you out, and to instill some of the positivity, because it does make a big difference. It's not just Pollyanna thinking. It's not just going, oh, my birth's going to be amazing. I'm just going to think like this all day. My birth will be amazing. It isn't that. When you understand the psychology, you understand the physiology, you understand how to use your mind. More people spend more time learning how to work their new phone. I was looking for my phone there. Learning how to work their phone than they do how to work their mind. But we all know this will be away in a year or 2 years, maybe 3 years at a push, and you will still have the same mind. So all of what I'm going to share with you helps you learn and understand how to use your mind. I've been a women's confidence coach for more than 10 years. These minds get up to all sorts of tricks. They make all sorts of stories. They do all sorts of monkey stuff that freaks us out. Chitter chatter, worry, worry, worry. We don't want that. when it comes to giving birth, when it comes to going into labor, we need you to be in as resourceful a state as possible. And I will show you how to get yourself there. It's a brilliant thing to be able to do. It's always a pleasurable thing to be able to do. And when you can learn to take control of your mind, to take control of your experience as much as possible. Of course, there are curveballs. Sometimes there's medical stuff that happens that you don't have a say over, but you will also be able to then go with that as much as possible without having the freak out. And I'll show you how to do all of that. And I'll also share with you a deep relaxation at the end so that you can release tension and learn how to feel good right now. So relaxation, really, really key in being able to influence your birth experience. But is it naive to think you can influence your birth experience? It is naive to think that you cannot influence your birth experience. The people doing the birth prep are not the people who are naive. The people out there just saying, oh, never mind, let's just leave it all to chance. There's probably a bit more naivety going on there. So look, if I'm sitting here like this right now, I can sit with my shoulders back, my chest lifted, my face open, my hands able to move. I feel in a resourceful state. I'm open, I'm able to communicate, I'm able to think clearly, I'm able to move, it all feels good. And if I sat like this, and I was talking to you and I was trying to talk to you in the same way, I'm small, I'm nervous, I'm insecure, I don't really know what's going on. And you know what? You're not going to trust that. And I don't feel in a resourceful state when I'm here. I'm all like, oh, I'm unsure. How you use your body, how you use your words, the words you use, how you breathe, your physiological state, your emotional state, all of these things influence your birth experience. And it might surprise you to know that the best birth in the world does not have to be a vaginal birth, what you might refer to as a natural birth. They are all births. Any baby that is born in whatever way is a birth, and that is the most natural thing. If you want to have a C-section, or you choose to be induced, or you want to have a gentle C-section, or you want to have forceps or ventouse, all of these things, maybe you want all the drugs, give me the epidural, can I only have one epidural? Whatever you are choosing, all of these things can still be an incredibly positive experience, and you can use everything that you will learn in this workshop for any kinds of birth that you have. So let me just clarify in big, big writing. It is impossible to not influence your birth. You will be at your birth. You are influencing that birth one way or another. Why not make it towards the direction that you want that birth to go in? And know and trust in yourself that you have the ability not to be blamed if things don't go exactly to the letter, but to be able to influence as much as possible, to take full responsibility for the part that you play, and to not just hand over to somebody else and say, whatever happens on the day is fine. Whatever happens on the day will be fine, but you can do so much in advance of that to help influence it. So come and join me tomorrow night, 7 till 8:30, a 90-minute workshop, completely free. Just come along, give yourself a little bit of space, wear something comfy, grab a notepad and pen if that's what feels good to you, and a drink, and I will see you there. I'll pop the link down below. So 7 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday, May the 13th, you can influence your birth, and I will show you how to influence it in the best possible way. That's it. Mwah. Lots of love for now. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.